Hey guys, this is Madman Mars 2000 with your TNA Bound For Glory 2009 pay-per-view results. First up, the TNA X Division Championship Ultimate X match. The Amazing Red defeated Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, Suicide, Homicide, and Daniels to retain the X Division Championship. The finish saw both the Motor City Machine Guns and Amazing Red fight while hanging from the cable to bring down the X Division Championship. Amazing Red got the upper hand on this, however, on the Guns and kicked Alex Shelley off the cable. He then brought down the X Division Championship to win the match and retain the X Division title. Backstage, Lauren was with the Beautiful People. Velvet Sky talks about how the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championships were created for the Beautiful People and how Taylor Wilde and Sarita don't deserve to be champions. Another backstage segment with Jeremy Borash. He's with TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions Taylor Wilde and Sarita. Wilde said the Beautiful People can continue to make excuses all they want while they make history. Sarita said gold is more beautiful than the Beautiful People themselves. TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championship match. Sarita and Taylor Wilde defeated the Beautiful People via pinfall to retain the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championships. Before the match started, referee Earl Hebner ejected Lacey Von Erich from ringside and sent her to the back. Finish saw Sarita hit a springboard kick on Madison Rayne while Taylor Wilde had a German suplex pin on Madison Rayne at the very exact same time to score the pinfall victory, and Sarita and Taylor Wilde retained the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championships. Backstage, Lauren is with TNA Legends Champion Kevin Nash and Eric Young. Eric Young talks about how he can agree with Nash that Hernandez is a problem and that he needs to be eliminated. Nash talks about how he is in a win-win situation for himself tonight, as he said he will walk out champion and $60,000 richer. TNA Legends Championship match. Eric Young defeated Kevin Nash and Hernandez via pinfall to become the new TNA Legends Champion. Finish saw Nash set up Hernandez for a jackknife powerbomb, but as Nash placed Hernandez in position for the move, Eric Young pushed Hernandez into Nash, which caused Nash to be low-blowed by Hernandez, basically, and Eric Young then rolled up Nash to score the pinfall victory and become the new TNA Legends Champion. Backstage, Beer Money, the British Invasion, Booker T, and Scott Steiner are all arguing with one another. Doug Williams and Brutus Magnus calm everyone down, saying they all need to take out Team 3D, and once that's done, may the best team win. Full Metal Mayhem match with both the IWGP and TNA Tag Team Championship titles on the line. Team 3D versus the British Invasion versus Beer Money versus Booker T and Scott Steiner. At one point in the match, Devon was at the top of the ladder attempting to bring down the IWGP Tag Team title belt. Just as he was about to bring it down, Rhino ran into the ring with a steel chair and cracked Devon over the back with it. However, Devon was able to unlock the IWGP Tag Team title just as he was hit with the chair and bring it down. So Team 3D are now the new IWGP Tag Team Champions. Now only the TNA Tag Team Championships are left to win. The finish of the match saw Robert Roode knock Doug Williams off the ladder in an attempt to bring down the TNA Tag Team Championships. However, Big Rob Terry ran in, grabbed Robert Roode, lifted him high over his head. Terry then press-slammed Robert Roode through a table that was set up on the outside of the ring, sending Roode crashing through it. Rob Terry then put Doug Williams on his shoulders and lifted him on the ladder, allowing Williams to bring down the TNA Tag Team Championship title, and the British Invasion are now the new TNA Tag Team Champions. So when it is all said and done at the end of this match, Team 3D are now the new IWGP Tag Team Champions, while the British Invasion are now the new TNA Tag Team Champions. Backstage, Bobby Lashley and Samoa Joe are warming up for their match tonight. TNA Knockouts Championship 3-way match. ODB defeated Tara and Awesome Kong via pinfall to retain the Knockouts Championship. Finish saw Raisha Saeed run down to the ring and slide a steel chair to Awesome Kong in the ring. Kong kicks the chair back to Saeed, who then slides the chair back to Kong, who then kicks it back to Saeed again, who then slides it back to Awesome Kong again. Awesome Kong then attempts an Awesome Bomb on ODB, but ODB counters into a face buster on Kong, who smacks her face off the chair that was left laying in the ring. ODB then pins Awesome Kong to retain the Knockouts Championship. After the match, Raisha Saeed has a look of shock on her face as she can't believe what has just happened, as Awesome Kong looks at her angrily from inside the ring. Submission match, Bobby Lashley defeated Samoa Joe. Finish saw Bobby Lashley lock on a variation of a triangle choke to Samoa Joe, who passes out, which causes the referee to call for the bell and declare Bobby Lashley the winner. Backstage, Jeremy Borash is with Mick Foley. Foley said tonight Abyss is going to learn things the hard way, and that you can't just put a flannel shirt on and pretend to be who you are. Monsters Ball Hardcore Extreme Rules match with Dr. Stevie as the special guest referee. Abyss defeated Mick Foley via pinfall. The finish saw Abyss Black Hole Slam Dr. Stevie back first onto a pile of thumbtacks that Abyss had laid out in the ring earlier. He then choke slammed Mick Foley into a barbed wire board that was laid out in the ring earlier as well. Abyss then dragged a very injured Dr. Stevie over to Mick Foley and made the cover on him, forcing Dr. Stevie's arm to make the 3 count, and Abyss scores the pinfall victory on Mick Foley to win the match. Kurt Angle defeated Matt Morgan via pinfall. The finish saw Matt Morgan place Kurt Angle on top of his shoulders and attempt to move on him. However, Angle counters this into a victory roll on Morgan to score the pinfall victory on him. After the match, Kurt Angle shook hands with Matt Morgan as a sign of respect. Up next, the main event of TNA Bound for Glory 2009, the TNA Heavyweight Championship match. AJ Styles defeated Sting via pinfall to retain the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. The finish saw AJ Styles, who was standing on the outside of the ring apron, deliver a Pele kick to Sting, who was on the inside of the ring, which set Sting crashing down to the mat. AJ Styles then nailed Sting with a springboard body splash and made the cover on him to score the pinfall victory, and AJ Styles retains the TNA World Heavyweight Championship over Sting. After the match, AJ Styles is handed the TNA World Heavyweight Championship and celebrates. Sting gives Styles a hug and then exits the ring. Mike Tenay and Taz wonder if this was Sting's very last match. Sting heads to the back and AJ Styles gets on the mic telling him to wait. AJ Styles said AJ Styles said, referring to Sting, that he has been wrestling for 23 years and that this ring is his spotlight. Sting returns to the ring as Styles yells, "This is your time now." The fans chant, "Please don't go," at Sting. AJ Styles is clapping for Sting on the entrance ramp. Sting gets in the ring and says thank you to the fans. He then says he really didn't expect to be back here tonight because this moment is not about him, it is about our TNA World Heavyweight Champion. He says, but if I am going to lose, I'm glad that I could lose to someone like AJ Styles, and if I can lose, I'm really glad to lose at home. The fans then chant, "You've still got it," to Sting. Sting continues to thank the fans and says, I suppose that since I have this platform right now, I should probably cover what people have been asking me for the past couple of months and at the TNA Fan Fest yesterday. This causes the fans to break out on a "one more year" chant to Sting, and Sting says, I was not prepared to make some kind of announcement tonight. All I can say is I'm being real serious. He says he doesn't know if I'm going to come back. He then closes his promo by saying to the fans that made him that because of them he wants to stay here forever. Sting's theme then hits to close the pay-per-view. Those were your TNA Bound for Glory 2009 pay-per-view results. I'm Madman Mars 2000.